Hey, this is Stephen Brick. I decided to make a video of my video since for some reason it plays on this computer from the file, the original file, but when I transfer it to YouTube, it does not keep all the audio. The audio quits about halfway through. So I'm making a video of a video and see if this file will transfer in full. Sorry for the pain in the ass. Have a nice day. Hey, this message is for the members of WIKISPEED. I'm going to specifically send it to, I guess, info@wikispeed.com. Anyway, I think that's the the address that Joe Justice checks on. But regardless of who sees the information, checks on the mail, I just wanted to contribute this idea to the group. If it's not a good idea, then so be it. If it's a good idea, then it'd be nice to see something come of it. I know, for example, bicycles are constructed from chromoly tubing, and so are ultralight aircraft frames. My idea sort of spins off of Buckminster Fuller's design of his Dymaxion car. He built that, a very heavy automobile, but the shape was a teardrop. And a lot of other successful high-efficiency vehicles, hybrids, human power, electric assist human power vehicles have been built this way. And then I also think about the Aptera. The Aptera is a growing, successful design. It gets 300 miles per gallon. But nonetheless, the basic premise is using a tubing roller, using chromoly steel tubing. Could use aluminum tubing, but the chromoly steel tubing is very, very, very strong. And using a laminated design, a laminate sort of design, where you have a foam body, could have a carbon fiber skin. So you're basically dealing with a round shape already. You could put the foam. The foam could be made first. I'm not really sure what the best process would be, but use a chromoly steel tubular structure made with a tubing roller. You would set up a jig, like of ribs, for example, like you would build an aircraft fuselage. You would simply roll these hula hoop shapes in different sizes. So the front of the vehicle would be sort of like, the shape of a Learjet or 747, popular aircraft design. And the main reason why I think this might work great is because you get very little cross-wind deflection, similar to like a Learjet flying through the air, and then putting the body or the fuselage on struts like you have for small airplane like a Cessna, or like the Aptera uses. So you basically get the fuselage up off the ground for better visibility, like SUV position in traffic. And the ultralight aircraft fuselages are designed to take a 100-mile-an-hour crash, as far as I'm aware of. So the foam, makes it insulated for noise and for crash protection. You have the rigidity on the outside of the carbon fiber skin, and then you have the chromoly steel tubing, the round egg shape. And the egg, is known in nature to be the strongest naturally occurring structure. At least that's what I've heard. And we all know that when water falls through the air, it forms like a teardrop shape. So that's the normal flow of aerodynamics in nature, teardrop shape. And then what I was thinking was, this vehicle could be powered in a number of different ways. Could use the CV joint concept. Could be all-wheel drive. There's a lot of different transfer methods here, and in the high-grade, synthetic lubricants that do a very, very good job of lubricating joints ultra efficiently. Like for example, Motor Coat, MOTORKOTE. That's a very, very, very efficient synthetic lubricant. You don't need a lot of it, and takes very high temps, maintains its lubricating qualities. So these are just some things I'm aware of that I'm throwing out there. Not to be a know-it-all, just trying to be a contributor. And some of it can be used, some of it might not be used, but ultimately things need to be tried. If they've already been tried, great. But information on the table is good, to be aware of, to try. So the other thing was, a lot of times, you might have an ultra efficient vehicle and it might not have a lot of cargo space. And a lot of times you don't need a lot of cargo space for basic running around. But if you need to do more than, take your backpack or your gym bag or get a few bags of groceries in your ultra efficient car, it'd be nice if you could hook up a very lightweight, very aerodynamic, spacious cargo trailer that could be made like in hot dog shape or teardrop shape, preferably like a hot dog shape. Like just imagine a propane tank going down the road, and the whole thing is made out of chromoly steel tubing, hula hoop ribs, connected together and then skinned with carbon fiber or foam core. It might not need the foam, but the foam inside would be good to support the carbon fiber. So it'd be like a laminate process. Or some other sort of skin. Carbon fiber I know is expensive, or could be, from what I've heard from Joe describing, he built the body for $800. I personally be willing to spend $800 to skin my trailer in carbon fiber. So I was thinking of like a lot of different uses for this. Number one, I was just offered recently, and I didn't get a reply when I replied, but this hiring manager for Monster energy drinks was offering me $300 a week to wrap my car. And I thought, well, heck yeah, $1,200 a month to run around with a car wrap. And I thought, well, what better combination than an ultra efficient vehicle running around marketing whatever, marketing something, getting 100 plus miles per gallon. If the thing was running on hydrogen, if the vehicle's running on hydrogen, compressed hydrogen, if it was running on filtered straight vegetable oil, hybrid grease car kit idea, these things make a lot of sense. Everybody knows, I think according to Roy McAllister, the old engineer that's the president of the American Hydrogen Association, he said the turbo diesel holds the world's record for efficiency. And then if you go look at the Shell Eco Marathon, I think they were using the fuel cell idea, which I know you guys are aware of this stuff. I'm just throwing out some ideas, some basic ideas, and ways to generate funds with an idea and to get attention while the idea is out there making money in a practical way. Like I was thinking about covering this trailer and this, teardrop shaped vehicle with flexible solar panels, and then, charging lightweight, efficient batteries. It's amazing to me that, lithium-ion batteries are readily available for laptops and cell phones, but you don't see them like in AA, AAA packs on the shelf in your typical, department stores, Walmart. Example, just an example. You don't see rechargeable AA's, AAA's in lithium. I don't understand. So there's some things I don't know. not claiming to be a know-it-all. I'm just trying to contribute. And you know, some of these things that Buckminster Fuller already pioneered, some of the shapes, and some of the obvious stuff in existence, like ultralight aircraft frames. Carbon fibers, obviously a great product medium to work with. And then the chromoly steel tubing. A lot of bicycle manufacturers go back to chromoly steel tubing. It's just tried and true. It's very dependable. The specs on it are incredible. The performance is incredible. The safety of it, the integrity of it. So I'm throwing out some ideas just to share, and it seems like this would be fairly quick manufacturing processes. You know, building a jig, so you could put these hula hoop ribs together, and then just welding the individual rings together, and you have a body, and then figuring out a way to connect it to the suspension. But having the vehicle up off the ground where you have better visibility has a lot of benefits. You're competing with SUVs. People like that. They like the minivan position versus the sedan position. So if you get people up off the ground, they feel safer for some reason because they can see better. If you actually put them into a body, a shelter that is safe, and then gives them the visibility, I think you're winning. I feel like you're winning a crowd out there that's really sold on the SUV. You know, they're sold. They're spending their money there. So these are just some ideas. I have an idea personally of offering an eco-friendly yard care service that uses all electrical equipment and has one of these ultra-efficient type service vehicles that's got the thin film solar panel on the vehicle and on the trailer, and then you have chargers inside that charge up your batteries, your rechargeable batteries, like Greenworks, for example. This is a company that's making these 40-volt lawnmowers, and they're electric, and then you simply have the charger. So if your whole vehicle was a big solar panel that was recharging your rechargeable batteries for your yard equipment, there's a business ready to go. There's a business. If it was hydrogen powered, so it had some hydrogen powered equipment, had little hydrogen bottles that were high pressure hydrogen instead of propane bottles. If you made bottles the same size as the Coleman propane bottle that were, you know, refillable, you screw those into your is it Lear? Lear is a company that's making the propane powered yard equipment. So those pieces of equipment could be converted to run on hydrogen cylinders instead of propane cylinders. So I know I've spent about less than 15 minutes here. I'm going to, you know, just give this away. I want people to use this idea. I think this is a fairly quick, efficient way to take materials and build a body that's ready to be skinned and sprayed inside, spray it inside with the foam, laminate type idea, carbon fiber, foam, and whatever else, you know, might be necessary to come up with a really safe design. That's about it. If I come up with any more ideas, I'll be sure to record them and present them. And if you think I'm all wet, let me know. But it's something I'd like to see. I know the aerodynamics is a big deal, and Buckminster Fuller, you know, was a definite blessing to engineering, and a lot of his designs were pretty incredible. So thanks, Bucky. God bless you guys. Have a great evening or day or whenever you're listening to this. Power on. Thank you. Hey, this message